In this video, I want to talk about slim credits. And it's something that we do in Ravenmer because we actually think it's the right thing to do. And given the way we spread out the learning in a repetitive fashion and the few goals that we have, you will grow in those goals. And for an Associate of Arts in Applied Humanities, or in some field related to community service or community impact, it's much better to be focusing on the whole education of a person, which is uh, communication, time management, deportment or behavior, professional behavior, as well as really getting you stronger in working with text, working with people, learning how to use good movies and books to teach you skills that you can use when you're working with people. So we look at our majors in terms of a sort of language that we have to work with. This is the language of the traditional college pathways. And this is for this reason we call our programs degrees. And we talk about majors and things like that. Now, one of the traditional elements of college education is that a Bachelor's of Arts needs to have 120 credits. As far as the actual work that goes into your traditional college transcript that is in line with the name of the degree or the major, that's probably going to be around 40 to 50 credits. Then usually college students will take on a minor, which is another sort of specialized field, but a minor can have up to 18 to 25 credits. So if you're talking about 3-hour classes, that's 6 to 7 classes to 8 classes, and a major might have 13 or 14 classes. Then the rest is electives, general learning, and just things that might expand the student while they're physically at a college location, but once they graduate, a lot of the material that they were involved in with electives or general learning, a lot of the material there, if they're not consistently using it in their career path, a lot of it is going to go by the wayside. That's not to say that they didn't have mental development, but as far as the content or the reason for the class, if you will, it's a hit or miss. So we look at the traditional 120 credits and say, really, there are 60 there that are going to be very impactful to the student. The other 60 kind of exist because for all sorts of reasons. One does have to do with the amount of tuition the school is going to bring in for those other 60 credits. The other thing is just giving you 3, 4, or 5 years to grow in terms of age so that you graduate ready for the workforce. Sometimes the 4-year period, which the 120 credits spreads out through, is actually, you can trace it back in history to things like the actual time for apprenticeships, which could range from 4 to 7 years in the late medieval, early modern periods. Anyway, what we do is we look at that spread of 120 credits and we say, look, there are only really 60 that we really want to work with because they are very influential. They're very good for the student in this degree or this college Bachelor's of Arts pathway. So we take those 60, we eliminate the other 60 we don't think are really that relevant. We take the 60 and we spread them out. All right, we spread them out over that length of 120 traditional credits. So that one of our credits, is not as burdensome or as overloading you with work. All right, we would much rather have you do a lighter load and to think better and to read better and to have time to be creative about what you're learning. But we also know that we need to keep the 120 number to our degrees. So we need 120 credits, but they're going to be stretched out credits, if you will. They're going to be basically smaller credits or slim credits. If you took the 60 that we consider to be relevant and just split them in half, you have 120. You see what I'm saying? Then you can stretch them out over the 4-year span, 3 to 4 year span. That usually takes a student to earn the BA the Bachelor's of Arts. And in that way, we have transcripts and credit loads that people that are not in our system can see and understand, but we have the right pacing and the right load in terms of actual work and why we're doing the work and what the work was meant to do and how it was meant to stick and build with each other to be very intricately, combined in terms of it's all fitting together as a unified experience. So that's what we mean by slim credits. If you basically think of the traditional 120 college credits, we're saying about 60 of those are not really going to benefit you in the long run in terms of the specific goals that you're trying to get at college. So we eliminate those 60. We split the 60 left in half, and then we stretch those ones out. All right, so that we still have a 3 to 4 year time frame. Our credits are not as time consuming as the traditional credit, but hopefully it's our goal and it's our design to keep them just as effective.